Christian from KaijuPub.com, and you are about to see me die several times in N++, which has just come out on the PS4 a couple of days ago, really. And as expected, I was very excited about this, and I got it, and I like it. I am bad at it. Look, here's the story. You're a dude. You want to jump over stuff and get to the exit. That's basically the story. Let's see. What's the big difference between N++ and N+, which was a game that I also liked and I was also bad at. And this guy doing that. I wonder if that's actually a replay of what I've done. I don't know. No, because I haven't done that. Okay. Yes. N+. I liked N+. I was bad at N+. I liked N. I was bad at N. And now this has taken years and years and years to come out. And so what's different between them? Well, you got some social stuff going on there. It's sort of tracking where you are with your friends and that kind of thing. And you can slip over here, you can change, you can go through different... I can stay with that one. Different color schemes. So that's the start. There's a big kind of emphasis on creation here. I'll try and create a new level later on in this stream, why don't I? There's also just a ton of content. There's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Look at all of those levels. Each of those episodes has 5 levels, so what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 19 times 5 is a lot. It's nearly 100. 95, that's 95 times another 5, that's nearly 500 little stages, and some of them are, well, that's another nearly 1,000, and then there's a few over there. So yes, lots and lots of levels, most of them very difficult. Apparently there's no expectation that anyone or hardly anyone is going to finish everything in N++. Apparently that Metanet said they believe it's the hardest video game of all time, that's in reasonable sense that is actually completable. Yeah, they've also added co-op stages here, which is kind of for local co-op there. And we can't do that because I'm the only person here, and we can't do share play because that would negate us streaming. There's also a race mode if you're into that too. But yeah, creation, lots of creation going on already, and very, very high a very high resolution or fidelity of searching for stuff. So you got the best featured, the best this week, the newest, the hardest. You can follow people, you can favorite things, you can track different creators, you can see what friends have done and all of that stuff, or you can search for things. So this is reasonably kind of fun because you can jump into this and try. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is difficult. Yeah, thought as much. Go! No, it's all about the trick in MN. Shit is yes, it's about conserving momentum all the time. So it's about jumping at just the right time. It's so pixel perfect. Nope. No. So it's also a lot about mid-air control as well. Crap. Nope. No, going out of that. But yeah, people are sort of really getting into. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeek. Really getting into creation at this point. But yeah, if you haven't played N, it's a very simplistic, as you can see. platformer. Actually started out as a Flash game, I want to say, and then got developed into an Xbox Live Arcade thing called M+, and you know, it's been around for years and years and years. And most levels in N are about getting a key. You open the key, you get to the exit. There's a time limit ticking down, and you want to gather these gold things to up your time remaining. And it's all about very, very precise platforming. And as I said, conservation of momentum, and oh, that's not good. Those things are going to taste after. Conservation of momentum, wall jumping, all of that stuff, being lithe and acrobatic. Yay, I did it. And sort of doing the parkour thing. Really before like this was really exploited in video games, and it's kind of it's a trial by death kind of thing when not many trial by death games were out. To celebrate Dragon Quest XI coming to PS4, here is a slime. Go, 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 go. Okay. There we go. Right. Job done. Your job not done. Oops. There you go. Yes. Nope. Got to jump a little bit earlier, I think. Yeah, not many games of N's ilk were around when N sprang up. You know, kind of, I guess, in the first big wave of cool indie games. I think, I mean, you're talking about N appearing at around the time of the first Trials game on PC, that original browser-based Trials game. That strategy is just not working for me, is it? Go, go. So it was very novel at the time, and I think like that's what's shit. Okay, but I survived. So let's see. Can I maybe? Yes, I can. Haha. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And talk about you can never go back home. Oh dear. Yeah. It's like one shot. Yeah, yeah. You kind of got a curly muffin up those stairs. I'm gonna quit out that. That's far too good for me. This is the hardest. Let's go to top weekly, right? Featured. Hedron Collider. They're doing pretty well with highlighting stuff there. Whoa, my goodness! Oh, you're going really fast. Okay, so these are like, okay, right, slow down, you crazy fool. Get it, okay. So how do we get out of here then? Oh, I see, so I need to hit those toggles down there. Got one. That's the top one. Oh man, I was going so fast that I incurred fall damage. In a way, this is actually one thing, a vibe that I get from N is get it. Oh crap! Just got there in time. Brilliant. You know, a vibe I get from something like this is also something like Bangayo. Just in the sense of you have these crazy stages, and you never really know. The rules might be somewhat different from stage to stage depending on the enemies, and also lots of crazy stuff can happen. very, very quickly with you being chased by rockets and such. So it has that feel to it, to me. Whoa! I kind of like this feature in the created, when you're browsing created levels, you can just hit square and it will just take you to a random stage. And this looks insane. The trick with... Oh, wow! No. The trick with... Whoa! Oh, I see. There's another one there. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. What? Nope. There is this rule, as I understand, that you have to be able to finish a stage before you can publish it, which is always a good sign in games with UGC. User-generated content for people who aren't fans of acronyms. So it is this theory that everything is possible all the time. It's just that you're going to get bested by a lot of these designers. Well, I am, because I'm terrible at this game. So I have ++ one stage, which means I got all the gold on that stage, but I'm still just plugging through just the introductory solo episodes, and these are still difficult. But they're really sort of... These sort of basic stages do teach you individual elements. So this one's teaching you, hey, you can just hit triangle to suicide, and then try again. Now we know. Okay. I mean, there is kind of this philosophy in that it's kind of okay to be unfair because you can instantly restart. But you know, I mean, that stage was just effectively, it was a tutorial. There is this overwhelming feeling that it is completely fair, and the trick with good... What's that? The trick with good trial by death platformers is the feeling that, or is nailing the feeling that, if I was really lucky or really good, then I would be able to do this first time. And there is that feeling. It does nail that particularly well, especially because all the levels are static screens. And they're very, very densely packed static screens, but they're all just there. And it's all in one shot, so you can see everything. So there isn't... Nuts. What that square is. So there isn't, there's never a feeling of you being caught unfairly by surprise. That never happens. Okay. I managed, in that instance, to negate that turret on the way out. That's quite clever. Yeah, I mean, you can see everything in front of you, so the shocks only come when you suddenly trigger something, and there are surprises to be had, but at the same time, you've got a sort of tactical view of everything. Even the fact that it prompts you to press X to start, so that, you know, you can assess a stage before jumping into it. It is invariably fair, but also incredibly challenging. Shit. There we go. And down. There we go. Through that. I've long since, as you can see, I only actually +1 sort of section in this game so far. I've from the get-go kind of acknowledged that I'm never going to be perfect at this game at all, and just sort of finding satisfaction in what? Oh yeah, so there's, yes, there you go. So this is another new thing that is in the game. Oh, crap. In these like sort of shadow ninjas are kind of live replays of what you did a couple of seconds prior. So they're chasing after you, these new enemies, they will kill you if you touch them, as you saw there, but they're doing exactly what you did. So there is this kind of feeling of having to outsmart yourself to an extent. That was stupid, wasn't it? Okay. Definitely want to hit that. Okay. But. No. Okay, just. Oh, yes. I'm taking that into account. And there's very few games that, to my mind, okay, we're safe behind this door. Ready, go. There's very few games that when you do get momentum, when you do get a sense of pace going, I think especially as you saw like the Hadron Collider level, which I thought was really well done by whoever made that. There's very few games that kind of nail the joy of motion more than N does, and N++ is that for sure. It's, I mean, like physics, from a physics standpoint, it is, as far as I can tell, the same game that N always has been. And that might be, I guess it might be a disappointment to some. I mean, it is more of N. But having said that, yeah, there are very few games that can really replicate the joy of just moving around a space. Not many games do it better than this does. And I think, you know, where the question is with this game is whether, like, just the implementation of these new rules and like these new design choices, new enemies, a shit ton more content, whether that's enough to substitute from different content. It shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there is totally this thing of, if you're someone like me and just getting through is good enough for you, then just getting through is good enough for you. Let's try one of the N++ the stages here, the actual main game. And there is, I think, like, for me, there is this question of what, as well, of whether there's too much, and that's an interesting question from. No, the real issue is like how to get down. And probably let's just wall slide down to slow down as much momentum as possible. Yeah, just. You know, whether, I think this thing of whether there's too much game here is an issue. You know, because it's purely an experiential thing. There's no story to get through. You saw the screen of background text, and hence no big congratulations. There's going to be no epiphany if you reach stage 1000 or whatever. It is just, hey, move through these spaces and enjoy that. That's fine. But for me personally, whether I don't know, I can either see myself dipping in and out of N++ for months or even years, and coming back to this in a couple of years and going, oh yeah, I still have N++. You know, let me have a go at it. Or I could see myself just as soon as the next, just as soon as, say, I don't know, Galaxy comes out next week, start playing that and then completely forget about this, because there isn't a sense of progression so much as I'm just gonna sort of spend time navigating a bunch of super tough levels. Jump, jump. Oh crap. Alright. I do like dying. This was the same in N+. There is like kind of a visceral satisfaction in dying in itself, because you get like these pyrotechnics. Go! Yay, safe, made it. Okay, so here we've got 2 shadow ninjas to deal with. One on the way there, one on the way back. Crap. There's that kind of philosophy of, you can screw up once, you screw up a second time and fall down there. Give you a bunch of mines. Yeah, so here's the interesting dynamic, because you've got these guys behind you, and now it's like, how am I going to get back? Chased by the same dude. But here it's not too bad. But you can kind of see how it's going to get difficult later on if you're doing like these circuitous things with a bunch of ghosts following you. It can be pretty tough. So I don't know. Let's see if we can make something. Wow, this is intimidating. Let's see, what do we got here? Tile palette, paint tiles, entity palette. Cut mode, copy entities on edge. So you've got, okay, so we got all kinds of different tiles we can do here. And you just, oh, okay, fill tiles. Okay, there we go. So you can, it's kind of not bad. No, what am I doing here? Oh dear. Stamp region. So let's see. Don't. There we go. Can rotate things. So 90 degrees. We can do that. Okay. There you go. And plant whatever you want. It's reasonably straightforward to make these, I guess, but and then say you're going to start here, and then the exit here. I think like I'm sort of skew riffing, just sort of reached out and touched the touchpad. Now you touch the touchpad and you start. And then, you know, you can just instantly try to play as soon as you touch the touchpad, but like there's no, oh, what? Okay, yeah, there's the key. So you can actually have multiple exits, which is quite interesting. Okay, so then we'll try and figure it out. the most thrilling of stages at all, but this is the first effort. I did just knock this up in literally a couple of minutes, so, you know, hey, you can make a really, really boring M++ stage pretty quickly. But I think every time I see something like this with level creation and level creation tools that are quite powerful, I do really want to do it with touch, and I think like that's the yay! I think that's the big difference between let's see, I bet maybe this would be more interesting if we had this dude here. How do you delete things? Clearly, I've screwed up. Just in case you in the block. No. No, LC undo. There we go. I'll put you there. Okay, let's try it. So it's nice to sort of very quickly jump in, redo. As I said, I would like to do this on touch. I think like that's the difference with something like Mario Maker, where it is so, or it seems to be so intuitive. Because you can just touch and go, so to speak. But see, I made this last jump pretty difficult for myself. There we go. Okay, yay! See, I'm becoming a little game designer there. I quite enjoy that. So then you test that, and then you see what you can do. Set the name. Yeah, unfortunately this isn't coming out on Vita, or at least there's no plans for it. I think there was a couple of sort of cryptic tweets coming out on Metanet saying that it might happen. I would imagine, I don't know, N Plus came out on DS, as I recall. I would imagine it might be difficult with the screen real estate to really work particularly well. But I would be intrigued to see if it would work, especially from a design perspective. Must specify mode for okay. Solo. Oh no. Okay, well let's share it just so I can say that I did it. Share the thing. Yeah. It's quite an easy, quite a friendly little tool. Yeah, that's M++. I really like it. I'm bad at it. So clearly I'm bad at it as a game designer, and I'm bad at it as a game player. But it kind of it seems to be inspiring me to be better at both, I suppose. Or there's potential for that, so that's cool, and that's awesome. And it's out on PS4 right now. Is it on PC as well? It might be out on PC as well, but it's definitely out on PS4. ChrisChan for CodeGPub.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.